Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, a good one in the AFC East. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. With Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and that is Ben Sauls, who's set to get this one started. Off we go from MetLife Stadium. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, three-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
Second down, Prescott. He's got a man, it's CeeDee Lamb. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A gain there of 27 yards.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Prescott to his main man, Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a first down.
First down, Dallas.
They'll look to throw yet again. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it'll bring up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's first and goal.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Well, think back to our conversation with this coaching staff. They identify.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
So 3rd and goal inside the 5, Mike. Defensively, what you're trying to do is, of course, keep him out of the end zone. But the second step is don't allow them to have any decision about whether or not they want to go for it on 4th down. So now after that sack, they take the loss and probably leads to a field goal attempt.
Pistol now for Prescott. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
3rd and goal for Prescott. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Want to finish this opening drive with 6. So the decision is go for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Williams.
Well, Clearly, this coach wanted to come out aggressive early. They decide not to settle for the field goal by going for it on 4th and goal, and they are turned away. What a great stop early in this game by this defense.
The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
Second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
On the zone read, a give to Tracy. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 33, here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was dropped right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
3rd and 2, and it's done. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
The Cowboys offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. On the play fake, Dak. That's down the field for Lamb. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big connection from Dak to CD, 36 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
A first down throw for Prescott. Open man down the field. It's Ferguson. And he's in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
Auburn's good with the extra point. And the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Dart. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Jadeveon Clowney in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive. We are through 1. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Giants football here to begin the second quarter. And they are facing a 2nd and long.
Come on, set! Cowboy 80! Go!
Now it's Tracy looking to run. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
A gain of 13 on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
To return, it is Turpin. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
1st and 10.
There's CeeDee Lamb heading back out there with the rest of his Cowboys teammates. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he's going to struggle to get that to the line, maybe a yard. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Now Prescott. Throw left side, caught by Ferguson. And he'll be taken down at the 30. A huge play for Dallas. 41 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. to bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone
That
out.
is going to be hauled in. He's got it. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense, and then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot, and with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. Cowboys move out on top, 14-0.
Giants nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. They'll run with Tracy, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. That is caught. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line. A big play for the Giants. 79 yards in all.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's a run. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
They'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
That's going to be blocked, but he's not going to be able to advance past the marker. He is stopped short, and the block kick leads to a turnover on downs.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it'll lead to a second down.
Yeah, here we go. I took it in.
Here's Dak to throw. That is caught downfield by Pickens. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And we will not have a run back here. The second half starts with a touchback. The Giants offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Dart. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on 1st down. And you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but when you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time, this is going to continue to happen.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
3rd down.
Throwing, Dart. And that is incomplete.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
This one, fielded out beyond the 25. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. There's C.D. Lamb heading back out there with the rest of his Cowboys teammates. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Yeah, really, 26.
On play action, here's Dak. Working across the field, that's Pickens. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott on 1st down. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. And he's in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
That one is no good, not even close. He missed it wide to the left, and the score remains right where it's at.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. A short one taken at the 10. He's to midfield. A little bit of room on the return. And they'll begin this next drive at the 28.
And that's a heck of a return right there. I mean, he's going to bounce his way towards the left sideline. Just a ton of space over there to run. And they finally get him out of bounds. But not until he nearly managed to turn the corner and almost take it all the way.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. A carry here for Tracy. And here's planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
Let's go now.
Dart's going to throw here on second down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Liking 18.
Now Dart. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Play fake. Prescott. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
So I really like the decision here that you're going to throw the ball to one of your big tight ends, but it's the personnel grouping that you do it out of. Bring as many big bodies onto the field as possible, stay with the passing game, and you're able to find one of those big tight ends for a first down.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10.
Back to throw is Prescott. In trouble, and down he goes. Brian Burns, the former Panther, in there for the sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Go play action. It's Prescott. He'll air it out down the middle. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
He's going to look downfield once again. And he will score again. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys able to add on. It is now 27-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Olszewski now to return. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Tracy. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. That's the linebacker, the former first-round pick, Kenneth Murray, getting in for the sack. And now it's going to be 3rd and a mile. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing is Dart. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game, and then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the 4th quarter.
That's taken in at the 50. And it's a very nice return. He is giving the offense a short field. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Throw across his body is complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. And that's going to do it. It'll put him over 200 receiving yards in the game. What a performance. That grab also comes with a 1st down. There we go. Play action now. Prescott. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game. That is one behind the single-game NFL record. Prescott leading the Cowboys to the line for this 2-point try.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try to run it in. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead. And they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking to throw. It's Dart. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game. And I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
Open man, that's Slayton. And he's going to have the Giants first down. They convert in style there. Big play on 4th and long.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 42-yard line.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. Johnson, incompletion.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
That one broken up and is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down. The Giants sending out their punter as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. There's CeeDee Lamb heading back out there with the rest of his Cowboys teammates. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, here we go. I think. What do you think?
First down, Prescott. Oh, they leave Pickens all alone. It's complete. And to be taken down at the 30. A huge play for Dallas. A gain of 48.
And it really starts with the blitz pickup by the guys up front. I mean, the defense, they sold out. They're trying to get home. The offense is ready. They end up using their aggressiveness against them, and they pick up a nice gain through the air.
Yeah, here we go.
On the play fake, Dak. A dive and a catch. Incredible. A 19 yards pickup there. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And his great game continues, and all game long, Mike, he's really been on the receiving end of a lot of big plays, but I think we might have just seen his best one yet.
Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11.
What do you think?
Now, faking the give. That one taken in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. Cowboys stretch things out even further.
Preston Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Giants offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail here late, hoping to put something, anything on the board before they get out of here. Going to start this drive, 1st and 10. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd
Operating
down.
from the gun, it's done. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Brings up 4th down.
The Giants sending out their punter. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Yeah! Here we go! All right, hey.
On 1st and 10, Prescott lets it go downfield for Ferguson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah! Here we go! All right, hey.
To throw is Dak. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Potentially very big call here. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. And this was as good as it gets, all 3 phases of the game in perfect harmony as they post the lopsided shutout victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.